For years, it has been debated about what school food actually tastes like. We plan to answer this question and make you question your responses with the reality of school food. What's your name and what grade are you in?
Gwen Furmanek, and I am a senior.
Do you buy or bring your lunch?
Bye.
Why do you buy your lunch instead of bringing it?
Because I do not honestly want to take the time to pack my lunch. It's just easier to buy it.
What's your favorite school lunch?
Chicken nuggets. Maybe pasta with meat sauce. Because it's just delish with the mashed potatoes and the chicken nuggets.
What do you think of the school lunches?
They're pretty good compared to other high schools. More variety would be better, I think.
Do you buy snacks from the school?
Yes, on occasion, some chocolate chip cookies. Because sometimes they're pretty tasty, that's why.
What do you think of the prices for lunches?
Again, compared to other places to eat lunch and other like colleges and such, it's pretty good pricing, I would say.
How do you think school lunches could be improved?
More variety and definitely healthier options.
This is the lunch production record for my school's cafeteria. Of course, it's not filled out because they have to keep their own records. But as you see to the left, it shows a food item and how much the serving size should be in a normal lunch. Every day they record how much they make and then how much that people use. And then they basically tally up what they have left over to see if they're going to use that again in the near future. What is your name and what grade are you in?
I am Shiko Small and I'm in 8th grade.
What school do you go to?
Medina.
Do you buy or bring a lunch?
I buy.
Why do you buy the lunch?
I don't like to waste time, buying food and then packing it out.
Would you rather buy or bring?
Buy.
What is your favorite school lunch?
We have these buffalo chicken days and that's probably my favorite.
What do you think of the school lunches?
I think they're good. It would be better if the spaghetti meat or the taco meat wasn't so greasy, the pizza wasn't greasy, and they had better varieties.
Do you buy snacks from the school?
Yes, I do.
What kind of snacks do you get?
I usually buy the hot Cheetos or ice cream.
What do you think of the prices of lunch?
Prices, they're pretty good than other schools and other places, but the snack prices are way too high.
How do you think school lunch should be improved?
They should be a lot more healthier and maybe cool it with the greasy food.
If you pack, what would you pack?
I would probably just bring a sandwich, a drink, a bag of chips, and then some fruit.
What would you do if Subway and Tim Hortons and McDonald's all came to your school?
I would probably be in heaven for the rest of my grade years.
How old are you and what do you teach?
I'm 45 and I teach 12th grade English and AP Literature and Composition.
Alright. Do you buy or bring your lunch?
Most every day I bring. The cafeteria has this really delicious mozzarella and tomato sandwich on this delicious thick bread. So if they have that, sometimes I buy it, but most of the time I bring.
Would that be your favorite school lunch that you buy?
It has been, although I gotta say those homemade cookies are pretty tasty too, but that's not really a meal. But yeah, that sandwich with the mozzarella and tomatoes, it's delicious.
What would you rather prefer, to buy or to bring?
Sometimes I wish I could be a bringer, as my niece calls it, a bringer. I wish they had maybe a healthier choice in lunch. Sometimes even though I know there's a big push for healthy school lunches, I don't think that they necessarily are extremely healthy. So, if there was like a nice salad with some grilled chicken or something, it would be a nice option, but they don't have it.
They don't.
No, French toast doesn't cut it for me.
What do you usually pack in your lunch?
Well, today I still haven't eaten my lunch. Today I have leftovers from dinner last night, so I have some chicken parmesan and a little bit of pasta. If I'm running late in the morning and I didn't think to make my lunch the day before, it's usually a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I revert back to my kindergarten days. Most of the time it's left over from the night before, or on payday Fridays, which is every other week, the teachers in my lunch period order pizza for lunch, so that's a special treat for us.
Do you buy any snacks, and what are they?
Sometimes I buy like baked Lay's if I just brought a peanut butter sandwich and we were out of snacks at home. I do love their cookies. That's all. They don't really have too many snacks, I don't think, downstairs, not from what I could gather. So that's pretty much it. Something out of the vending machine or cookies. I'm sensing a trend with cookies.
If you had a chance to tell the government to change your lunch, what would you rather have them put in the lunch?
Because I'm older and I have kids who have gone through the public education system, I know that there's been a big push to make them healthier, and I think this is a healthy version, supposedly, of I don't know what they used to look like, but I can't imagine 4 mozzarella sticks counts as, 1, a lunch that's healthy, and 2, a lunch that fills a 17 or 18-year-old up. I think that they should maybe tailor lunches a little bit better so that elementary kids are eating the things they love, chicken nuggets and French toast sticks, but my son, who's a sophomore in high school, has to buy 2 or 3 lunches because it's not enough food for a growing kid. So maybe alter the menu a little to suit the needs of the different age groups. And like, I'm sure high schoolers would be way more inclined to eat fresh fruits and vegetables than a little kid would. So maybe include a little bit more of that in your lunch.
And what do you think of the prices of the school lunch?
I think they're pretty reasonable. I don't know anywhere, is it like $1.85 or $1.75 or something like that? I mean, goodness knows you can't go anywhere for that kind of price. They do charge teachers a little bit more. I think it's like $3.50 for a full lunch, but it's still very reasonable you couldn't go to the pizzeria and get anything for $1.75, so I think it's very reasonable.
Any additional comments that you would like to say?
It would be nice maybe if they asked the kids what they would like to be eating. It seems, and when I was in school, they would make jokes about the meatloaf. Oh, it's meatloaf day. Like, does anybody really ask the kids what they'd like to eat for lunch and maybe try and find a way to make it a healthier version of that? I don't know if they do it, but I think that would be a great idea if they did. Is ask the people who are actually eating it what they want to eat.
I don't know about you, but listening to these interviews has made me rethink my decisions on school food. It makes me wonder how the food we are feeding them is affecting them and the future of our society. Now that you have seen what real students and teachers think, does that change your mind?